are back on trail after a good night in the Airbnb. I think we're gonna push for around 15 miles today. It is raining right now and we hear thunderstorms are coming all day today. Two big things. So yesterday we hit the official 2/3 way on the AT, so we only have a third left to do, and we just finished up New York. So we are now in Connecticut, our 10th state.
Had a first experience on the trail. Whenever I run into something like a fallen tree that's big enough or small enough for me to be able to move, I try to move it off the trail just to do my part in trail maintenance. And so I come across the tree, I'm like, oh, I can lift that one and move it. So I go to lift it and move it, and I guess it's been there for a minute, and apparently a hornet's nest had been formed inside of it, and they all flew out and I got stung. Let's see if I can show you. That right there. Yeah, that hurts. And then ninja snail, she's never been stung before, and she got it right there on the ankle.
I'm seriously in tears right now. I have never felt this pain before, and I don't know if it's because it's right on my ankle bone that it is just, every step is painful. I never want to experience that ever again. Ever again. Well, this view helps numb the pain a little bit. I've been, for the past, I guess, 2 miles, having to kind of hobble and limp along. It is not making it easy to bend my ankle, but we took some ibuprofen and that seemed to help a little bit. And I think we're gonna push further and go to our original planned site to camp for tonight, so that'll put us around 14.5 miles. Yeah, getting stung by a hornet was not fun, but I'm still smiling because it's not raining currently and I have a pretty awesome view.
So how cool was that double rainbow? Kind of makes up for getting stung. Not really, still hurts, but it was so beautiful to see that. We have now made it to camp. What shelter are we at?
That is a great question.
I can't remember, but we're at a tent spot outside the shelter. I'll show you.
Good morning. So the rain came last night. It poured all night long. It was super stuffy in our tent. We went to bed with wet clothes on. My hair is still wet from yesterday. So I think what we're gonna do today is try to get out of the rain a little bit and only do about 4 miles and find a place to stay today. We're gonna see what happens. It's, I think, yeah, about 7:45, so none of the places are open right now, but we're gonna keep hiking and hopefully find a place to stay tonight. So, sad news, we are not going to be able to do our 4-mile day and go into town. We called around to a few places, they are booked, and the other ones are just way overpriced, like 200 plus. So we decided we'll just have to deal with our terrible smell. We smell really, really bad. I think it's been 2 weeks now or something like that. Since Karma's house was essentially the last time we actually got to wash our clothes. We've done 1 sink wash, but that really doesn't count. So I think we're pushing for around 15 miles today. I just got stung again. Okay, so this time was by a bee. Thankfully not another hornet. It's less painful. But what is this? I got stung 2 days in a row. Good morning. So we are outside of the post office waiting on them to open up at 8:30. We are in Falls Village and we're picking up Sandal's new hip belt. We'll show you what that looks like, but it ripped, so Z-Pack sent us a new one. So we're waiting on it right outside in the rain. We're already soaked. It's been a crazy morning already.
This is real life on the AT, folks. We're out here. It's pouring. It's been raining all day.
We are soaking wet.
This is might be one of the nastiest days on trail. It's crazy how sweat and rain kind of form a slime.
It's disgusting. This is like day 4 of this?
So much rain.
Day 3, day 4? Exciting news!
1,500 miles. Alright, let me show you what was going on with my hip belt. So as you see, this is all flimsy. Apparently it ripped right there. So it's still attached, but like the actual hip belt pocket is ripped. But you can remove it and replace it. So they sent me a new hip belt. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you. And now we're good. Fully attached, fully connected. Thank you, G-Packs.
We are in Salisbury, Connecticut. We are staying with a lady named Vanessa. She opens her house to hikers, so we are now nice and clean. Our laundry is being done for us. We have eaten some awesome sub sandwiches that you saw earlier, and now we've picked up a few things for a resupply to get us all the way to Great Barrington. And yeah, so we're excited. We're gonna get to sleep in a bed tonight out of the rain. Okay, so we are in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Let me tell you how we got here. So we were in Salisbury, Connecticut last night. We stayed with Vanessa at her house and we were about to head out this morning. But long story short, we ended up hitchhiking with another couple, Kaleidoscope and Big Tuna, into Great Barrington to beat some of the rain and stay in a hotel tonight, because in Great Barrington, the rates double with the hotels from a Thursday to a Friday, and we were gonna get out of the rain. It's now perfectly sunny, the sky is blue, but we're still enjoying a 0 day. And fun story, we have a family who follows us on YouTube and they live in the area and offered to let us stay with them tonight, which is amazing and so nice of them to offer that. They're actually gonna meet us for dinner also. So it's been a pretty great day, and even though it's not pouring rain, which we would love to see on a 0 day, it's really nice and we're able to walk around the town and enjoy it. Good morning, we are back on trail. Thank you so much to the Kinney family, who really treated us like family and welcomed us into Great Barrington. They took us out to dinner, they let us shower, do laundry, and stay with them last night. So we had an amazing time. We are back on trail now, and it's time to hike. All right, so we're on top of Bear Mountain, the highest peak in Connecticut. Welcome to Massachusetts.
Alrighty, so we made our miles for the day, about 13. We are at Hemlock Shelter, which is up there behind me. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's called the Hemlock Shelter. We beat the rain, so that was awesome. And I want to show you something. I don't know if everyone's aware of what these things are, but they are also really great on trail. That is called the bear box, and it makes it so you don't have to hang your food, and when it rains your bag doesn't get wet, but all you have to do is do that and then go poof. So there's only 4 in there now. Shelter's pretty full, so that's going to fill up quickly tonight.
Shelter, and we stayed in the shelter. It poured until probably about 10 o'clock, and now we're up and ready for another day.
Alrighty, so sorry there wasn't too much video today. My phone was dead for most of it. But we hit 2 trail magics today. Got a hitch into town in Great Barrington and resupplied and ate at McDonald's. And then we hit the trail again and made it up to Tom Leonard's shelter, which is right over there. And I'll show you our tent once we get it set up. But it's been a good day. A lot of bugs in Massachusetts, so we've got that to look forward to. Home sweet home. This is the first time we have it pitched on a platform. We'll see how it goes tonight.